Good morning, friends, and welcome back to the wonderful world of Skyrim. Specifically, we are in Riften. Now, it's been a few days since the last time I recorded. There's the downstairs. Getting lost in an inn would be just embarrassing, even for me.
What's your problem?
And so it's been a few days. I've been all over the map. I've been doing inventory management and consolidating things. I went and got my horse, or my reindeer. And we've got a lot that we could be doing. We're level 42. And looking at the map, we've got a ton of quests here in Riften. We are going to work our way towards Thane of the Rift at some point. Of course, we should be going and checking out the Dawn Guard as soon as possible. And also, Delphine is waiting for us over at Riverwood whenever we're ready for that. But of course, in true Skyrim fashion, we're not going to do any of that. Today, we are going to go up to a random dwarven ruin, Kagrinzel. We're going to look for this dwarven city named Chuanthums? Something like that. Partially because...
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften fishery.
I'll at least...
I really need your help. I don't want to lose my job at the fishery. What am I going to do?
I'll at least pick up the quest. What's going on?
My job at the Riften fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolly, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life.
I mean, yeah, I can give you a healing potion, but healing potions are super cheap. Here you go.
Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me.
I feel like, yeah, she's going to end up right back on the stuff. And I'm a little bit worried she's going to end up addicted to healing potions as well. But I wish you the best. All right. So again, our goal today is Kagrinzel. We could do this investigation here as well while we're in the area. I'll think about it. But if I know Dwemer Ruins, we're going to be in there for a couple of days. So I got to make sure I've got, before I go, plenty of food. Yeah, I've got pretty good food. Do I have camping supplies? I've got 2. Perfect.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale.
We are very much out of hot food, so we're going to need some fire salts. I know that the blacksmith, I want to say in Riften, really wants fire salts as well. We've got a glass golem out here that is... Why are you going after the deer? Doesn't matter. See if we can get its attention. And, by the way, you might notice that I have finally gotten myself through enchantments to the point where my destruction magic is free. We are at or above 100% on destruction magic cost lowering. So we can now cast destruction magic all day, every day, which I know has been an issue for me in the past. And I'm not too worried about lowering the cost of other spells, because, like, Conjuration and Illusion spells, I usually only use a couple of times per combat. Oh, that's a big guy. Let's get away from that. And we've got, what, Spriggans down here? That looks like a dragon, though. crap. Okay, well, I just wanted to go to some ruins. Alright, where's it at? Still looking for souls, so... Seems like that dragon just passed over me. So we're just going to do a quick perimeter check. And I guess we're going to keep going north. Seems like that dragon decided it did not want to die today. We are way off the path we're supposed to be on. It's probably why we keep getting into fights. Oh boy. I think we might be able... Oh geez, they're coming toward me. Run away. I thought that they hadn't seen me, but I guess they had. Man, didn't realize how dangerous this area was. I guess it makes sense. Definitely glad I grabbed the reindeer. Could you imagine trying to do this trip on foot? Alright, once again, see if we can get to the road. There we go. Bandits. Pretty sure I don't have any black soul gems. Oh, you're a skeleton. Nice. God, I love the explosion that Dawnbreaker makes when it kills an undead. I see you. You're not hiding. Man, you know, I understand what people mean when they say that combat in Skyrim is boring, but I just can't agree. I love this game. I love the combat in this game. There's my hot take. My hot take is that if you know what you're doing, the combat in Skyrim is fun. So clearly these guys got taken over by the by these undead. Nothing super worthwhile, but clearing out a little bit more of Skyrim, making the place a little bit safer for travelers. onward and upward. Oh, as always. I've been having marginally less trouble with crashes lately. Now the question is, do I want to go all the way around or do I want to go off-road and head north to the Imperial camp? I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go off the trail. Preferably not right down a cliff, though. We're going to head more or less due north. What have we here? You look like you're pulling out a weapon.
I'm warped. Never should have come here.
Meh. Oh, really? Okay, now you've zapped my horse. We're gonna start with these animals over here. But no, that dude just signed his own death warrant. Alright. We're gonna go with Elemental Blast. Master Daedra Worshipper, huh? Get flipped. Okay, now I've got a reindeer around here somewhere. There you are. And now that we're maxed out in the illusion tree, I'm thinking I'm going to focus more on conjuration. Being able to summon powerful minions for long periods of time would be super helpful. Now, since we're here...
Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside.
I also wonder what's inside, but we're going to make sure that we're clear first. Anybody home? Alchemist stuff. May as well grab it. We haven't been really power leveling alchemy, but we can give it another shot. And there's a place here to sleep, which is nice. An Atronach forge recipe. Salt Amethyst Soul Gem. I wonder. Okay, anything else in here? No second floor. Grab some iron. Not seeing any guardians. Enselvand excavation. This wasn't part of the plan, but this is Skyrim. When does anything ever go fully to plan? How am I doing on soul gems? Yeah, I'm pretty much out. Ooh, I do have a black soul gem that's empty though, so I gotta make sure I get someone in there. Oh boy. Wide open spaces.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You and me both. On the other hand, we do have you and Dawnbreaker. And this being clearly a Nordic barrow, we're mostly going to be fighting undead. Alright, now, there was another thing off in this direction, but we're going to go this way first. Gotta love loot. Ascendant Necromancer robes. Increases the summon limit for lesser conjured or reanimated undead. Very interesting. We're definitely taking that. Another forged recipe. Expert robes. Salt, ruby, and soul gem. We're going to switch to the Wabbajack just for fun. Sounds like fighting's happening in there. Maybe I should have gone the other way first. No big deal. Get him, Lydia. The whole reason I had the ward was to keep that from happening. Remember, friends, a ward only works if you actually put it up. Okay, let's try that again. Nice. Good job, Lydia. Wow. I don't know what killed me there. Okay, well. This is going to be a longer video than I expected it to be. Alright, so the Wabbajack clearly is not going to be it right now. And then the ward. Get more people fighting in here. There it is. That's what's been killing me. There's a trap of some sort in there. It's doing cold damage. Can I hit you from in here? Okay, we're gonna switch to Steadfast Ward and Healing Hands.
Yeah. Or at my hand.
You doing good, Lydia? I think we got it that time. But we're nowhere near done yet. I really need to be more organized about my... There we go, about my spells. Okay. Thought there would be more enemies right here. That looks like a pressure plate to me, probably to drop all those boulders. But is this the end of the line? No. Let me know in the comments if you like or dislike or don't care. Ooh, that's nice. About me leaving in all of my deaths. Part of me thinks that, like, maybe I should be editing out the deaths to make for a more comprehensive story, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, I can handle that.
Are you prepared to die?
Oh, never mind. Warrior got her just fine.
I am Lua Alskaven.
Wow.
Who are you to disrupt my work? Begone, or I will add you to my army of the dead.
Wow, you're just talking right in my head, aren't you? Okay. Well, I am a follower of Meridia, so I'm going to wipe out all of your undead, and you're going to have to deal with that. But we're going to start with a save here. Yeah, I clearly should have gone the other way right at the very beginning there. But not sure what happened there. I had a bit of a glitch. Am I still recording? It does seem I'm still recording. Okay.
What was that?
Up, we got people. Start by knocking them down.
Someone there.
Go get him, Lydia. Yeah, this whole just supporting and healing, staying in the back, working really well so far. And hey, I did say what I needed was soul gems. Also, I'm getting plenty of stuff to sell. We should be getting our next message from what's-her-name soon, I hope. I think.
Rise from your graves to defeat this worm.
What did I just say? Alright. Go get him.
Do your worst.
Ooh, back up.
See you burn.
Anyone else? Okay, so this gets me back to the beginning, yeah? Ooh. Well, glad that didn't kill me. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be setting off floor traps. Like, pretty sure I've got that perk, but it's fine. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. Okay, so I was going the correct way this way. Actually, another thing that I did in between, I can't believe I forgot, is I bought a few spell tomes, Ice Storm. Inferno Jet, a long-range stream of fire that deals 37 fire damage per second, reduces the target's armor. Could be useful when I'm running around with some melee friends. And then I got this thing called Infiltration Charm, which makes you move more quietly and recover stamina faster. And also Lightning Cloak. Maybe I'll start using that instead of Muffle. Okay, we're gonna go around this thing. Now I thought I was backtracking, but it looks like I'm not because there's an enemy there. This is why I can't be trusted to navigate. What are they doing? Are they, like, mining? Like, he's just hitting the wall, so I'm assuming he's mining. I'll go down there in a second. I want to see if there's anything else up here that's worthwhile. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Can't tell if I'm still muffled. Go ahead and re-up that. Grab a snack. Oh, we got a bunch of enemies up here. Okay. That was good, but we're not done yet. Ah, there's an Atronach up there. Spirit of the Daedra. Staff of Soul Trapping. Okay, we've got another one of these puzzles.
Someone there.
There is someone here. Yeah, see, I would love to bring 10 fire salts to the blacksmith, but like, I'm almost 100% certain that I'm going to be using them myself. Okay. As usual, we've got pillars, we've got a switch. So chances are real good that somewhere in here is an indication of what it's supposed to be. So let's look around real close. Lua's journal. 25 years I have grieved for my husband and sought revenge against the Empire for his death. I have researched the magics to return his spirit to a body, and something about the story of Fjori and Holgeir has drawn me here. Holgeir would make the perfect vessel to bring my Sail back to life. I have managed to raise the dead here and use them as laborers to clear the way to the main burial hall. That answers that question. Something about the methods used by ancient Nords has kept them incredibly well preserved. Would that these Stormcloaks had half their sense. We could have used them to push the elves right off the continent and formed a new state to combat the Empire. Yeah, but at what cost? And now, when I'm so close, a war breaks out. The sleeping bear of Skyrim, who would not come to aid us in Hammerfell, awakens now that the Empire has abandoned them as well. They think they know suffering at the hands of the Empire. They know nothing. I would see both the Empire and the Sons of Skyrim into oblivion myself. This one's quick. We can read this one. Of Fjori and Holgeir. In her 29th summer of life, Fjori the huntress met the warlord Holgeir on the field of battle. None remember what they fought over, for their love to come was so great it overshadowed all rivalries or disputes. They fought to a standstill as their followers looked on, till her sword broke his axe and his shield dulled her blade, and all could see that they were equals. As the eagle finds its mate, so too did Fjori find hers in Holgeir, and a time of peace came as to the clans of the forest. But as the summer's warmth gives way to winter's chill, so too would this peace pass. But the snake came and bit Holgeir, its venom seeping deep into the wound. A whale greeted... Oh, wait. Okay, so this is telling me the order, right? Because first the eagle, but the snake came and bit. A whale greeted Fjori's view as she came over the snow-covered mountains to the coast. She obtained an elixir from the Akavir and returned to the forest in haste. Though Holgeir could smell the winds of Sovngarde, she gave him the elixir and he was cured in an instant. But the snake, so there's the fourth one, bit Fjori as she poured the last drop into Holgeir's mouth and fatigued from her journey, she joined the ancestors immediately. Holgeir's grief was such that he built a tomb, and upon completion, he took his own life that he might rejoin her. That's very, very sad. Like pretty much all stories in Skyrim. So it was eagle, snake, whale, snake is what I'm pretty sure I caught there. But I am going to double check that and make sure before I pull the lever. Eagle, snake, whale, snake. I'm not sure what changed. Ah. Open the door. That makes sense. That is definitely a pressure plate, so we're avoiding that. Got anything else to say? Into the burial chambers. Yep, we got all kinds of traps here. So, I know I can make it through, but I don't necessarily trust Lydia. So we're just gonna whirlwind sprint our way through. Good, good. Well done, Lydia. Ooh, expert. Well, we've got plenty of lockpicks. Should be fine. Oh, wait, found it. A little bit further, I think. Oh, so close. Got it. Man, it looks so cool. It's only 7 pounds. Yeah, I'll pick it up. Maybe it'll be a costume piece on one of my mannequins. So again, at some point she's going to talk in my head again. Oh, hello. Yep, I got this one. But again, lots of traps. Gotta be very careful. Watch our step. I see stairs there, but we're gonna explore the bottom floor first. I assume these tombs are gonna open up at some point. Yep, saw that coming.
I shall have vengeance for the death of my husband. Rise!
Nice. Very nice. I think I might need some healing there. I don't. Okay. Okay, so we got the key. That thing's just gonna keep spewing fire forever. Lots of lockpicking practice in here. I appreciate that. getting a lot of... Like, you can't see it, but my monitor keeps, like, turning off and on again. Or losing display and putting it back up. Walking into a cage. I'm sure this isn't going to be a problem. You're in the way, Lydia. So yeah, I'm going to be definitely doing a lot of saving. As usual. Door that goes nowhere. I feel like we're probably close to the boss here. But that's literally just a guess. I have no idea. I see you up there. Best way to deal with casters is to kill them before they get a chance to do anything. Definitely coming up on carry weight, but I did take pretty much everything off of Lydia in between videos, so I do have some space there as well for items. Oh boy. Nice. Knocked him off the ledge. That's all you needed. Probably could have just, you know, unrelenting force. Gotta remember that I've got these shouts. I'm doing pretty good at figuring out how to use all my magic, but I keep forgetting to use my shouts. I love how the Chaos Fireball leaves fire on the ground. That's pretty cool. We've got a throne room here. Oh boy. Back up.
I could not raise him, but I will raise an army to avenge his defilement.
Look, I'm sorry that you weren't able to bring your guy back, but, like, this ain't it. Nope, I was going to do Chaos Fireball, but Lydia's already got a thing in her head. Nice! Got the glory kill.
You won't get that from me. That's a I'll kill you if I have to.
Oh, it got turned. Right, because of the Dawnbreaker.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah? I think I have enough of a bad feeling that this deserves another save. Except we're not just going to quick save, because quick saves have not been working too well in my game for some reason. Can't tell if that's a person or a statue. One way to find out. That's a person. And it's very much the person I want to kill.
Someone there. You won't get the best of me.
Perfect. Let the warriors handle the warriors. I'll take out the spellcaster.
Thank you for releasing us from her spell.
Now we can rest in peace once again. Come, Fjori, my love.
Take this with our gratitude.
Ooh. Sword. A ghost blade. Heck yeah. Well, I'd say that was worthwhile. Definitely a bit of a tangent to the tangent, right? We were already not doing the main quest. We already were going off to do random stuff. But overall, worthwhile, lucrative, and a good story. Now, it does say cleared. It's 7 p.m. Maybe a little bit late to continue our journey. Frost salt's very useful. Imperial citizen Lua Alskaven. It is with deepest regret that I must inform you of the death of your husband Sail. He laid down his life in battle helping retake the Imperial city from the Aldmeri. He showed great courage in his final hour and his sacrifice will not be in vain. All considered him a man of high moral standing and a shining example of the best the Empire has to offer. In this hour of your grief, please take solace in the fact that he gave up his life protecting the Empire which he held so dear. Yours sincerely, Imperial Prefect Pius Brucius. Brucius? And finally, I have been wanting this for forever. We finally have transmute mineral ore. Fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted. And then I assume this takes us back out to the excavation. It's 7 p.m., so if we go outside, it's going to be dark. We've already seen that this area is very dangerous, so I think we're going to go ahead and rest here. And then we will continue on our way to Kegrenzel tomorrow by way of the Imperial or the Eastmarch Imperial camp, because it does look like the camp kind of sits at the entrance of this pass that leads up to this area. Yeah, but I think we're going to do that in the next video. Friends, thank you very much for watching. I hope I will see you in the next one.